we have the GÉNESIS system. The box contains everything that is the kit. Complete. We have the user and the installation manual. Here we can find all the information. We have the GÉNESIS system, which we will now detail step by step what we need to do. Here we have the box and the installation accessory kit, which we will now decide one by one how to introduce. Then, we also have the drain valve, which we will later show how to configure and install. And finally, we have here the instruction manual for the drain valve. First of all, we will check the cartridge and the gasket inside, which is fundamental. To do this, we simply unscrew, remove the top part, take out the internal filter of the GÉNESIS system, and now we check the internal seal. We take it out, lubricate it, and put it back in. We check that it is seated properly and put the filter back in, ensuring it fits well. Lastly, we screw the GÉNESIS system back on, and it's assembled. From here, we will make the two connections. For this, we will use these accessories we have here. First, we remove the rubber caps and dispose of them. These caps serve as a protective system to prevent the equipment from getting dirty inside. We will do exactly the same with these gaskets. We are going to lubricate them a little and place them in these accessories at their end part. From here, we screw them in. At most, we'll give a small tighten with a wrench in its final phase and prepare the other one. Once we have the accessories, we will assemble the bracket, which is this accessory here, and for that, we unscrew the air release. Next, we will place the gasket, and on top, place the bracket. Finally, we screw it in. To give it more rigidity, we remove the air release cover and screw it. From here, the next step will be to install the shut-off valve, which has its gasket that we will check, and then we will automatically install the drainage valve. It has different types of threads, but in this case, we will keep this one and screw it in. And finally, we will assemble the connection type to connect the drain pipe, where we already have our internal seal, and we will leave it closed. We would now have the entire unit. A couple of details would still be needed, which would be placing the battery and the safety valve we have on top. In this case, we have the safety clip, which is this one here, which comes reversed. Then we'll assemble the sink, which simply involves pulling outward. And from here, it's just about pressing in and now we have the setup. And finally, we're missing the sticker, which we will place once the equipment is installed. Here we have the inlet and outlet of the flow. But if for some reason we want to reverse it, we have the following sticker to place. We already have the main installation viewed. In this case, we have the stopcock to be able to cut off the water. And from here, we have a pressure regulator and the entire installation towards the household piping. At the customer's request, we are going to use this pressure regulator within a 3-valve bypass system. So, what we will take advantage of is not having to touch the entire installation. We will start from this base. What we will do is take the GÉNESIS system and consider a possible situation. And what we will do is come out from the installation with 3 bypass valves. And from here, we will connect the pressure regulator and the GÉNESIS system. Remember that we have a drainage outlet, and in this case, the client already has a drainage pipe, where we can make a main tapping and bring it here. Now, to start, we are going to remove the regulator of pressure. For this, we are going to cut off the water, and once we have cut off the water, we will open an outlet tap to depressurize the circuit, which is convenient here because we have a pressure gauge to reduce it to 0 kilograms of pressure, and we automatically remove it. In this case, we close the valve. Once we have cut off the water, we have confirmed that the pressure has dropped and there is no more water in the circuit, and now we will remove the regulator. In this case, we have found a regulator from which we can do the entire installation. But if it needs to be maintained, it would be as easy as maneuvering the copper installation, where we could make a small cut, taking advantage of the outlet of the regulator to go to our GÉNESIS system. And upon returning, we would connect directly with the pipe. Those would be the 2 feasible ways. In this case, we have decided to use multi-layer material, which is the material used nowadays for external installations. We could also do it in copper, which would be completely viable, but we have decided to stick with the criterion of using multi-layer. For this, in order to exit the installation, we have 2 options. A brass reducer directly with an elbow. This way, we can exit directly. This would be the first option. or the other option would be directly with a male-female elbow with the fitting that we could also use. This depends a bit on the installer's preference. So once we have the initial connections of the installation, we are going to consider where to place the Genesis. In this case, we'll always try to find a place that's a bit hidden and sheltered. And what we are going to consider is a small installation on this side. We are going to make a security bypass on this part and automatically look for the installation of the Genesis. Once we have mounted the bracket support to install the Genesis system, when assembling it, first and foremost, we need to pay attention to the arrows indicating the water flow direction. In our case, the water flow direction requires us to enter with the pipes from the left side, so the Genesis system needs to be turned around. In this case, we will turn the drain valve without any problem. We will first put the gasket, insert, tighten, and to tighten strongly, we remove the plug and tighten it by hand. We reinsert the plug, and above all, very importantly, we attach the safety clip. In this case, we will assemble it. Now, we will place the evacuation tube of the purge valve for cleaning the Genesis system. What we are going to do is automatically route it to a drain. We will tighten it on the side and make a small opening here. Automatically, the Genesis system, every X hours, when we decide, will clean the filter and do all the internal cleaning. So, here we clean the tube so that it doesn't have paint, leaving the PVC exposed. We make a small hole to screw it directly with a PVC glue cord so that it is well connected. Also, another option is to use the collar. They sell plastic collars. It's a clamp, but of course, it is much bulkier. The cost is higher, and with a piece like this, it looks discreet. The PVC wall is sufficiently thick, as it is about a couple of millimeters thick, to ensure it is well glued and strongly attached. Once we have the installation done, we will program the drain valve controller. To do this, we pull the controller and set it up. The first thing it will ask us for is the time. Basically, in the end, it's a dial that keeps turning, and if you look closely, it changes the time. Then, we set the current time, which is 12, and confirm the minutes as well. From here, we set the time. Then we schedule the cleaning time. Here we can schedule this cleaning at any time of the day. In this case, we will schedule it at night, but this is up to the consumer. We will also set the minutes, which in this case, we will leave directly at 2. And now, we will program the cleaning duration. In this case, the initial recommendation from the manufacturer is 1 minute. And finally, we will schedule the cycle with which the cleaning must be done. In this case, the manufacturer's recommendation is every 72 hours. We confirm it, and automatically we would have the configuration. Once done, now we will proceed to carry out the maintenance of the Genesis system, which will basically consist of changing the cartridge we have internally, and also for safety, changing the programmer's battery. To do this, since we have a 3-valve bypass system, we will first cut off the water from the inlet, cut off the water from the outlet, and first purge the system to reduce the internal pressure. How are we going to purge it? We have a button here with the drawing of a faucet. We press it, and you will hear the valve opening, and we will purge all the water through the drain. Once the system has been purged, we will press the same button with the faucet drawing again, and we can proceed to disassemble the Genesis system. We have another safety valve that we can close if we deem it appropriate to prevent it from leaking water. We place a container underneath, proceed to remove the tube, and disassemble the Genesis system. We will take out the programmer on one side and proceed to disassemble the glass. If we want to make sure there is no water left inside the equipment, we can put a container and perform another purge just like before. We unscrew the glass. Once unscrewed, we remove the old filter and install a new filter. We check that this seal is correct. We clean it and lubricate it before putting it back. We reinsert the new filter. We make sure it fits well and close the equipment again. Next, we will proceed with the installation of the valve. We will reinsert it and screw it in. Finally, we will change the battery of the drain valve. To do this, we pull the timer out, remove the old battery, and insert a new battery. Remember that it might be necessary to reconfigure the settings, mainly the time, as the rest usually stays the same. To finish, we open the water flow, the inlet, the outlet, and the purge valve.